Hi, it's Anita from Angelic Awakening. Welcome. So I've got a really special video today that's connecting into sound frequency and harmonics. And just this video has come about with a lot of questions from a lot of people around sound therapy, sound frequencies, and how they can be used on the body. And so this is going to be a really fun video today to talk about. We've got some really interesting energies today that will be coming in to share this information. I'll be channeling through Commander Ashtar and the Galactic Federation and the galactic energies, the Palladians, which is where my main mother planet is. And I'll just be channeling through their knowledge and wisdom around sound harmonics and frequencies and what we need to know right now. And we'll be meeting up with Cypress Bay from the last video around Egypt because he holds the Egyptian energy. We've also got Kuthmi and Joan of Arc, so about our voice, our throat chakra, because sound frequency and therapy is all about frequency, energy, harmonics. So we're going to get into the video. First, as always, we're going to start with start with the purpose and an invocation, which sets the tone or frequency of the video for all of you watching the live and replay. Today I just feel very relaxed. I feel like this is going to be a relaxing energy, and the biggest Elohim that's watching over us today is Elohim Cassiopeia, and she is the angel of frequency, energy, harmonics, sound. So she will be overlighting the video and guiding me to what to say and how we can get clarity. So let's get started, shall we? So our purpose today is to connect into Elohim Cassiopeia to overlight this video, to guide us through sound and harmonics, sound healing, sound therapy, what we need to know right now from the ancient civilizations as well as the galactic civilizations. We also wish to tune into the Palladian energy today to just get insight and clarity on what we need to know, which will best serve us today. And also we invite in the energy of the angels that overlight us and protect us, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and Commander Ashtar as well. So be it, and so it is. So this is a fun video today. I did a lot of also meditation on the subject because I had to connect into my higher knowledge and wisdom in my other lifetimes on other planets to kind of answer this video and see what we need to know right now, because it's such a complex subject. Because frequency, sound harmonics, healing therapies, there's huge amounts of information on the internet through meditation, like heaps. So what I've done is I've kind of narrowed it down to certain areas that the Spirit want me to talk about. So we're going to start with, I've written some notes down because there was a lot of information, and I'm just going to pick parts that Spirit wanted me to share so that you knew. So the title of the video is called Sound Frequency and Harmonics. So sound frequency is measured in hertz, and it is the total number of waves produced in 1 second. So anything is given through sound is given through the measurement of hertz. That's what the measurement of it is. And harmonics is what a musical instrument produces when it comes together and produces one sound. And it's through sound waves with frequency. An interesting point when talking about finding on the subject, the most interesting thing was that I found out that sound is 4 times faster in water than in air. So if you can think about the compounding factor of sound moving through water, we are 70% water. That's why sound therapy helps when combining with water therapy. That's why it's so powerful back in the ancient Egyptian days, Greece. A lot of old civilization used sound frequency as a healing. So if you combine it with water, then you've got this perfect combination of a lot of healing and integration that's going to be able to be done with sound. So sound waves travel through air, water, and the ground. So this is just giving you some basic principles on sound. We obviously hear sound through our ears, but also too we have this good divine wisdom with us in our bodies, that we also have measurement of vibration within each of our cells, our organs. So our bodies also have this beautiful vibration and their own harmonics. So each organ produces their own frequency and their own sound. So when that's all distorted, the chakras are out of balance. That's why sound therapy is really good with water therapy, to kind of get you back into balance, because it's all about maintaining the balance within the body. And even disease and ailments all come from the imbalance in the body, the imbalance in the spirit, and the imbalance in the mind frequencies, because everything is energy. That's what Iliham Kasnapia is talking about. I'm just going to show her picture, what she liked to be depicted as. And the most energy, you've got the sound frequencies and you've got the symbols. So we're going to talk about as well today. So let me collect my thoughts. Right. So I'm going to read this information called Galactic Sound Therapy, and I found this on Google, and it just summed up what healing and harmonics and sound therapy does for somebody. So I'm just going to read it, and it's referenced from the Galactic Sound Therapy, and it's called the galacticsoundtheory.com. So it says here, every organ, every bone, every cell in the body has its own resonant frequency. Together they make up a compounds frequency, like the instruments of an orchestra. When one organ in the body is out of tune, it will affect the whole body. Through sound healing, it may be possible to bring the diseased organ into harmony with the rest of the body. The principle of entertainment states that the higher, stronger vibrations from one source will cause the less powerful vibrations of another source to lock into the vibration of the first source. A harmonious sound projected at a person who is in a state of disharmony will eventually bring them into resonance with the harmonious sound. Our atoms, molecules, cells, glands and organs all have a vibrational frequency. Sounds from outside of our body will stimulate sympathetic vibration in the molecules and cells of our body. So frequency and intention equals healing. So that kind of sums up why we're talking about this video today, because this information alone shows us that in past galactic civilizations as well as ancient civilizations, they used sound therapy, sound frequency, sound harmonics to help our bodies to get back into balance. And this was a science, but it also was a therapy that the ancient Egyptians used, Greece, all the old civilizations, the Palladians, also the Atlanteans used sound therapy, sound frequencies, ancient Egypt as well, hugely what I'll talk about today. So, that's that point. Right. Just seeing my notes. Okay. So we're going to start with some instruments today that you can use sound frequency for, and if you can see, so in this picture, I thought it would be easier to show a visual picture, there are like tuning forks, Tibetan bells, various instruments over time in ancient civilizations that are used to produce sound at different frequencies. So I'll just show you that picture if you don't already know these different kind of instruments. And my journey started with sound therapy. I've always been into music and vibration, but it's become more apparent the more I move up vibrationally, because the universe is made of sound and color and that vibration frequencies. The higher up you go with the angels as well, that's how they work. That's what they use, and even it's like a tool that we can use in the here and now to remember. So all this information is innate in us. We all have and can tap into this knowledge that we have had from past lives in regards to sound therapy, sound frequencies, sound resonance. So all of this, either it may be new to you, the subject, or it really resonates because you understand that this has always been the way. This has always been, even before we came into these dense bodies, we were with light frequencies, sound frequencies. So, knowing all that, let's get started. So the other thing to be aware of is that we do have, chakra systems, and each chakra holds a certain vibration or hertz. And there is this person named, there's a person who got named, and he created a timeline or a grid of specific sound patterns stimulating the brain, and it's called the Solfeggio, if I'm saying it right, frequencies, Solfeggio. So these frequencies are produced when you use sacred numbers, so 3, 6, 9. And each has a specific purpose. So each contains a frequency to help balance energy for healing. For example, I've got this beautiful chart here. So the different chakras have different hertz. And so if you go on YouTube or Google it, what you'll see is every chakra has a different hertz, or what they vibrate at. And so you can pick music depending on what healing and where you need it in each chakra. So we've got here, this is reference from the 7chakrastore.com. So this is a great, if you want some information, it's a great kind of poster to sum up the chakras and the different frequencies. Right. So if you play the specific music, it actually helps regulate those chakra systems. It also brings in certain frequencies. So the first one we've got at our root chakra, which is down here. Our root chakra, it has got its number 417. So this number of frequency helps to connect with the root chakra. And it helps to heal undoing situation. Sorry, go back. That was the sacral chakra. The root chakra, starting again. So the root chakra is 396 hertz. And so if you go onto YouTube and find music at that hertz, it will help with the root chakra. And 396 is about liberating guilt and fear. So the hertz, 396, or sound frequency, will help with your root chakra. The frequency of your sacral chakra is 417, and that helps to facilitate change and undo situations. We've now got the next chakra, our solar plexus, the hertz is 528, and it helps with transformation, and it is the miracle frequency. Number 639, which is our heart center, it is about connecting relationships and love. 741 is our throat chakras, and it is to do with awakening intuition. 852 is our third eye, and it's to do with returning to spiritual order. And 963 is divine consciousness or enlightenment. So each chakra has a specific frequency. It also has a specific music note. So the root chakra has a C note. The sacral has a D note, if you know music and sound. The solar plexus has the E note. The heart has the F. The throat chakra is the G note. The throat chakra is the A note, and the crown chakra is the B note. And they are all also associated with sound harmonics, like a word. So root chakra is Lam. So sacral chakra is Vam. 528 is Ram. 639, or your heart center, is Yam. 741, or your throat chakra, is Ham. Third eye is 852 hertz, as well as going up an octave, so 963 is So they all have a specific frequency and a specific vibration. This is just like a quick tool that angels want you to kind of get in touch with, because the more you're able to remember of this sacred knowledge and wisdom, the more you're going to be able to start going down this track of sound therapy, sound healing, sound frequencies, and sound harmonics. So with the different frequencies, the angels are talking about back in ancient civilizations, they created a vortex of sound, light, and harmonics. So they tried to create, the galactic beings would come down and teach ancient civilizations, e.g. Egypt, Atlantis, any of the civilizations that existed with man. They came in and taught us, or we taught them as well, how to use harmonics to heal the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual body. So they needed three concepts. They needed, they used sometimes, like for example, Egypt, so they'd connect into the pyramids, and they would produce light therapy, so different frequencies of light, different frequencies of sound, and harmonics, so like resonance. So sitting in a chamber, like a pyramid, with sound, light, and harmonics, it would create this frequency of healing or integration depending on what the need was for each chakra or for that being. And so in the higher civilizations, this is what they use to heal discordant energy within the energetic field, because as you know, we're always evolving, we're always changing. So the angels are talking about that with our integration and rebalancing of our energetic fields. The more we move up into 5D, it's going to become finer frequencies, so higher frequencies. So it means that the lower density energies that we are all moving through now, that that is why we're not able to help heal and shift things, because we're not 100% using the correct tools. So sound therapy is a way in which you can move up your frequencies and clear the lower density frequencies. Because remember that law that I just read out, the law said that if you've got a lower density that's slower and you bring a higher frequency that's higher, it's going to make this one to start going faster. So the more that our cells vibrate, the higher the frequency we go, the more that we're going to need to rely on therapies like this to help us evolve and grow and change and morph into those light beings, because our body is going to become less dense and require more subtle energy, like more subtle healing. Because as you know, energy also, emotions also have energy. So I've just found this beautiful picture here from the internet, and it says your emotions and the energy level, and it's got research by Dr. David R. Hawkins, so you can see that on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, and it actually gives you different frequencies for the emotions, because as we know, our emotional body is a part of our being. So when we go through life and we learn something on an emotional level, we tap into these different frequencies. So I'll give you an example. The lower shame energy is at a frequency of 20. A guilt energy is about 30. Fear is about the level of 100. So our energy levels in regards to emotion. Anger is around 150. Courage is 200. Neutrality is 250. Willingness is 310. Acceptance is 350. Joy is 540. Enlightenment, so this is the energy of enlightenment, 700 to 1,000. So your emotions have different frequencies. So if you can imagine you've got lower, denser frequencies in regards to emotion, and it's been stuck in your physical body or your chakras, sound therapy is a great way of, if you've got this really dense, slow moving energy or vibration, if you come along and use sound therapy, it actually starts to move it and loosen it up so that you can actually do something with it and actually heal it and integrate it and look at it. So really powerful information, really, like, it's all innate within us, but it's actually remembering that we have this ability to access this ancient knowledge and wisdom, and already heaps of civilizations on earth have tapped into this. So we're going to talk about Egypt. So we've got here, because Egypt is, I've had many lifetimes and I can remember quite a lot from there, and so this is the Egyptian pyramids, and this was designed in collaboration with the stars as well as Earth, the man-made as well as galactic. So it was a collaborative effort, I'm hearing. So these pyramids were also aligned to the stars, so that's that connection to home. The Egyptian pyramids are used for also bringing in higher frequencies for the Earth. As you know, we all have chakras on the Earth that receive and give out light codes. So Egypt is one of those places where you can go and get downloads, because it's connected specifically to the stars. And there's vortexes of light and sound waves coming down from the galaxy and reaching to Earth and helping us to rise. So I want to connect into Cypress Bay now, who is the Ascended Master who overlooks Egypt and Ascension. So Cypress Bay is saying that Egypt, he's talking about the pyramids. So he's saying that the pyramids were used as a form of a vortex. So the vortex of keeping everything in alignment and harmonious. So your chakras. And if someone was unwell in Egypt, they'd go to these sacred chambers to get healing. There'd be water in it as well. So they also believed in using water, sound, harmonics, light frequencies, because they knew that we were part of the stars. So the Egyptians had a beautiful way of connecting into that innate wisdom that we needed just more than, say, medicinal purposes. They also used the frequencies of sound, light, water, and colour. And they also integrated a lot of these therapies. And a lot of people would go into these pyramids, and just because of the frequency and the sacred geometry of the pyramids being the pyramid shape and placing a person in there and creating light therapy and producing different frequencies of sound through chanting, through instruments, through singing, also through nature, and also galactic beings would come in. And sometimes too, some frequencies were so high you couldn't hear them. So Egypt used a lot of this therapy to help with maintaining a balance within the body, the mind and the spirit, also with the emotions, because as being half human, if you're from the stars, you've got to deal with having a physical body and looking after it, creating a temple within yourself. And it's all about science as well. So there's a lot of science behind all of this information. It's not just made up. There is, if you go and look at all the different civilizations, they had a lot of understanding on the mathematics and science frequencies of how sound works, how light frequency works. They had this really deep understanding that the galactics taught them. So Cypress Bay was saying that Egypt really believed in creating like 2 or 3 chambers where it helped to amplify the pyramid walls to create a harmonic resonance that restores the body. So there would be different chambers within the pyramids that would help with this harmonic resonance. That's what they're saying. Cypress Bay is also saying that they used also a lot of crystals as well, not as much as Atlantean and other civilizations, but they knew that they could work with crystals. So putting specific crystals on different parts of the body. They ordained themselves in crystals because they believed it kept their frequency high and pure. They used crystals for protection, like the Eye of Horus. They would do the Eye of Horus and then place crystal stones in the amulets because they believed in amulets, they believed in magic, and that would help with your frequencies as well. So it was all about keeping the harmonics of your body. They understood this deep understanding of science and therapy, also star information. So the crystals were quite prominent to them. They knew how to use crystals. They didn't use them as much as Atlantean, but they understood the functioning of them. Is there anything else? Cypress Bay. Just listening to them, seeing what they say. They're just saying there's a lot of power in the geometric shapes. There's a lot of power in frequencies and vibration. So your body is pure vibration as well as dense matter. So looking at your atoms, looking at like how fast you're vibrating. And when a certain organ is diseased, it actually vibrates at a lower frequency. So then sound therapy comes in and raises its vibration and helps for that organ to heal. So with the combination of all these different frequencies, musical tones, sound waves, like just helping because the discordant energy, as we know, in the emotions is lower. So it's all matched up. It's perfectly understandable that sound works perfectly with different parts of the body. And if they used to use instruments on the body, tuning forks as well, they knew about sitting in nature as well. They knew nature had a lot of frequencies that maybe humans don't have. So it was a lot of combination therapies of sound therapy, sound frequencies, light therapies. That's all they want to say on Egypt for now. The next civilization I'm going to go to, which was quite profound, is I read something that really stood out for me, and it made sense to me because I've been to Australia, and the Aboriginal people with they're one of the oldest civilizations on the planet. And they actually, their didgeridoo is the oldest instrument in the record of mankind. So it is one of the oldest instruments used. And I read that, because I'm not an expert on the didgeridoo, but I read that obviously when I've been around, even when I was in the Northern Territory living up there, and there was a lot of Aboriginal people playing the didgeridoo, you can feel the harmonics and the vibration of the didgeridoo. And so when I was reading up on didgeridoo, it said that it produces more so vibration. So people use it in Australia for sound therapy. So they place the didgeridoo over parts of the body and they use the vibration of the didgeridoo. So that just shows you as well the power of vibration. So it's also sound and vibration and frequency that helps to heal the body. And even when I've listened to Aboriginal music, it really does vibrate your cells in your body. It really helps shake up things. And the didgeridoo is at a certain frequency. yeah, different secret frequencies, different sounds. And the Aboriginal people also believe in sound as being one of the beginnings of creation as well, like most stories on the earth. Sound is meant to be one of the fundamental, or the appearance of sound first before light. And from what I read and understood, most civilizations, even at the beginning of the universe, they said the first word was or it was the first to sound. And that is such a powerful thing because it's pure vibration. So in the Indian context as well, because being Indian, understanding Om is a very powerful mantra. It is connected to enlightenment, the crown chakra. It's also connected to the beginning of time. So that's why we say that when there is different sound therapies you can do, using mantras is a powerful way of healing certain parts of the body. So your throat chakra is an instrument, like a tuning fork, like a guitar. Our voices have been designed to vibrate because our voice box vibrates. So when we play certain words or certain vowels, it actually produces a particular frequency. And so they're saying that you can use mantras, which have been used for eons and eons on earth, frequencies, sounds, and that's why it's really important with healing. When you are talking and communicating and speaking into the universe, everything is frequency and sound. And because we're moving into the 5D energy, they want us to be more mindful of how we are talking, because everything is vibration. Everything can get stuck in the body. So if you really believe that you're saying I am unwell, for example, you are bringing that vibration within your body and starting to manifest it into your body. So it's a powerful tool when you're starting to learn harmonics of your voice, singing, vowels, syllables. Like, it's actually an instrument, the angels are saying. And Eliham Cassiopeia is saying she really wants us today, the take-home message is treat your voice like a tool. Treat it like an instrument. Purify it, cleanse it. Align it to your heart center, because as we know, we throw it around like it's not an instrument. Back in Atlantis, people used to sing into being, healing, used to sing into being, manifestation, creation, through harmonics of our voice, through harmonics of our heart. Because at certain civilizations we didn't have to speak, we used telepathy, we used frequencies of sound, and the higher up the frequencies, the more purified and cleansed and connected to the God source, you could produce beautiful things. Because it's like showing Dr. Himoto's, the research he did on water and words, shows you that water has molecules and it change depends on what you're saying to yourself, how you're speaking about yourself, how you're speaking to others. If you're sending hate to somebody, it actually produces discord in their cells. So being mindful and understanding the laws of the universe, quantum physics. So if you want to get into understanding all this, how it all works, the universe, having this understanding actually really gets you to be mindful of how you're working within your universe and understanding your part that you play, and knowing and understanding we are one, we are all connected. So it's not just saying it. Go into quantum physics and look at the connection to the stars. Many scientists have proven that certain things existed through science as well. It's just sciences need to catch up with aligning to source and aligning to our God selves and aligning to that truth. So the other therapy I wanted to talk about is Greece. So I connected into some lifetimes yesterday or last night into Greece, and the biggest thing I heard with sound therapy is they used a lot of water. So they used a lot of water therapy to help with healing. And what they did was they put crystals into water, as well as using light, like, you know, in Greece they had open pools. So using light, sound frequencies, crystals as well, and using it mostly at the temples. So people would ordain themselves, and it's almost like they'd enter these temples of goddesses like Athena and Apollo, and they'd go in and receive healing through light, sound frequency, crystals. And normally it's the priestesses or the priests of those temples that are taught how to use these certain frequencies, and these are from the stars as well. So I also remember bathing in this kind of the chambers in Greece. There are certain chambers, they had healing properties. I mean, obviously Greece also understood the mechanics of nutrients in the water, but they also used, sound, light, crystals. They knew how to keep the body in harmony. So it was like Egypt. They kind of understood the balance of eating the right foods, but also the understanding the higher knowledge of that we're energy. So I remember in Greece with the going into the temples, you'd receive certain healing depending on the ailments. Or if you needed to go into the healing chambers, it would be for an emotional issue. Because back in the days, people had depression, they had mental health issues. So back in the ancient civilizations, they'd use sound as a form of therapy in regards to your mind. So they would play instruments. They would use sound therapy to help realign your higher thoughts. Because remember, when you're depressed, you also have lower frequencies within your mind, lower emotions, which are lower hertz. So in ancient Greece, with mental health, they would use sound healing to synchronize the brain waves to achieve profound state of relaxation, helping to restore normal vibrational frequencies of the cells within your body. So in Greece, they knew that, and even today we understand that when you listen to meditation music, it slows your brain waves down. So sound has always been around in ancient civilizations from the stars, but it's more profound than we even realize. And it's coming to the fore that now we're going to be really connecting into crystals, sound therapy, because crystals also make a frequency. And if you put, here's my frequencies today, let's call them. These are crystals. So if you place them in water, it enhances the water. They vibrate at a certain frequency. You can't see it, but they vibrate at a frequency, but also in a sound. They send sound waves, and it's a funny thing to understand, but the crystals are saying to me that they vibrate so high, that their frequencies are so high that we can't hear it with the human ear. And so when you combine this with water and sound and acoustics, you've got this powerful healing tool. So this is why I was really connected to use the crystals today, because they've got so much profound knowledge and wisdom. And different coloured crystals. So if you place them with water, different frequencies, different sounds. Also, if you bathe in, like, if you were to go and sit in a pool, I remember in Atlantean times, we'd sit in beautiful crystal pools, clear quartz to purify. We'd sit in different coloured baths, like made with like blue stones, and I remember amethyst. So there'd be pure caves in Atlantean. You go into caves because of their frequencies and harmonics. They'd create in a cave. There'd be crystals and there'd be water. So it was like Lemurian times, where we'd bring our Lemurian knowledge into Atlantis. And we anchored a lot of this understanding. So I remember in Atlantean, we'd sit in caves of beautiful blue waters. And it'd feel like, and the harmonics of being in a cave with crystals and water and the sound of water. So also that helps heal the mind. So sound is just everything. And Cassiopeia is talking about everything is frequency. Everything is sound. It's really a powerful thing to understand how much sound and vibration and frequency is in everything. The other thing that Egypt and most civilization used was vowels, and I've talked about this, but they really want to stress or bring to the importance of using your vowels, using your like chanting. So chanting is a way of vibrating those energies within your body. So you're doing it within yourself, you're creating harmonics because you're a chamber. And if you were to sing or produce sound within your body, it vibrates. The other thing is they're also saying now that sound therapy has become quite well known to everybody, where you place these beautiful instruments like our Tibetan bowls. Tibet, they use gongs, they use these bowls here. So certain ones have certain frequencies developed on how they're made. We've also got crystal singing bowls, which is the perfect combination of crystal and sound. Sorry, crystal, yeah. crystal and sound therapy all at once. So there's so many beautiful gifts that are coming to the fore. Everybody is starting to reconnect with this innate wisdom and understanding. And the angels are so excited. I'm just going to see if there's anything else they wanted me to... No. So, let's connect into... Let's connect into the galactic energies. So I'm going to use my Starseed Oracle to see what the Palladian, so we're going to connect into the Palladian energy now. So this is just one of the galactic, it says galactic guidance, star family assistant cooperation. So we're kind of all awakening up to our truth, right? We're starting to remember that there is a more of a connection to the stars than we realized. And this is where all this information, this understanding is going to come in. This tapping into our Akashic records of Earth. Like this is all about bringing all this really great information forward so we can pass it on and start bringing it into fruition with our younger generation. So they're brought up with this being the norm. And some cultures have kept it. Like I also know other, like many cultures are still in Greece. And we all have our sacred instruments. All cultures have their instruments they use for ceremony. They use it for healing. They use it for working within the higher energies of what they believe to be their gods and goddesses and their deities. They use sound. So here's the star constellation of the Pleiades, and I thought I'd bring it in because even the frequency of sound is coming through the picture, whether you feel it or not. When you're looking at a picture of the stars, stars also emanate frequency, sound, light, because they're protons or neutrons. They're really fast. They're so fast we can't see them. Also, there's this beautiful silence in the universe, they're saying. And silence is the sound of the universe. That's what I'm getting told. So sitting in silence is being reconnected to your universal truth, your cosmic truth. Because in truth, when you go to the stars, it's silent. That's the great void. That's the connection to your God self. When you're in the womb, you come into the world with silence. So silence is a form of sound. Doesn't make sense, right? Silence is a form of sound. Silence is the highest frequency of sound. Right, let's tune into the Palladian energy. What do they want us to understand about sound frequency, sound therapies, anything to do with sound frequencies, harmonics? Let's pick some cards. So first card we've got of Seas of Matakana. Okay, so this is what I was actually seeing. These water. So it says here, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to light. So, going to the beach, sitting in water. Our bodies are attuned to water. We are 70% water. They're saying that when you sit in a body of ocean or water, it actually raises your frequency because the water is constantly being attuned to the high frequencies. It is like bathing in Athens. It is like bathing in those big, beautiful baths. And why the beach? The salt purifies, but also the whales and the dolphins that sound the harmonics of the higher spheres. So the angels tune into the great whales, the great dolphins under the water, and they sing harmonics. So it raises the vibration of water. That's why water is really important. You go and sit in a body of ocean because that is where it holds the frequency of light. In parts of the world, there is high frequency states, body of water. There are high frequencies of water. The more natural, the more harmonics, the more that even nature also sends in its vibration. So, let's see, next card please. Deep cellular healing Arcturians. So Arcturians were excellent in cellular healing, regeneration, redegeneration. Arcturian energy, they also understand, so physical and emotional healing, deep cellular healing. So we're coming to this point now where we're needing to do this deep healing. So if you're wanting to connect into any star system, and excellent star systems are the Arcturians. They have, all of the star systems have their own gifts that they contribute to mankind. Arcturians are great at cellular healing, deep cellular healing, with physical and emotional healing. They understand the dynamics of this earth. They understand the dynamics of the body and all its levels, not just human level. So that's the message. And sound therapy, they understand how to bring it all together, not just like healing it on a physical level, but they understand the quantum physics of the human energetic field. And the Arcturians are really good with healing on all levels with different things, not just sound, but also crystals. And they're masters in cellular healing, because they use also technology, I'm hearing, really advanced with technology, systems. They're very fine-tuned to cellular healing. Okay. Right, it says next message is your life is a canvas. You're artist, you're the manifester, creative accountability. So this is talking about us manifesting even in the physical form. It's talking about us manifesting with frequencies and vibrations, and using sound as a way of moving forward and clearing our path. So creative accountability, starting to tap into our innate wisdom of sound therapy and sound acoustics and vibration, because the higher up we go, the more we're going to be moving into this understanding. And it's also going to be a requirement as well to kind of maintain your energetic field, because food is going to become less and you're going to be starting to bring in more of a vibrational state of being. So we're going to lose, this is 100 years down the track, that what they're saying. But eventually when mankind moves up, they're not going to require food anymore. It's going to be different frequencies, different sounds, different, just different way of living, because the body is going to become less dense. It's not going to have disease and disharmony. And other star systems, they live for longer because they don't require food. They use energy. Energy. Next card, fall into your arms. So this is kind of almost what I visualize seeing. It's like a cave, light and sound, and it says here, surrender, holding on to the opposites. So in this pool of water in the center, this light is coming down, but also this energy, this frequency, this sound, and it's just helping to, it's like the baths of Atlantis. We used to go into these caves and it would just raise our vibration and push all the low density out. And it would help you to relax, because there were mineral salts, there were crystals, there were like, I remember rose quartz, the vibration of rose quartz with water. But it's all frequency and sound, because your body reacts to sound. Because some frequencies are low that you can hear it, and some are so high you can only feel it. You can't actually hear it with the human ear. So when I'm talking about frequencies of healing that are so high we can't hear them, sound waves can be so high, like 1,000 plus, that this is why we are not able to hear the angelic, because the angelic hosts that are closest to the Creator, the Elohim, Cassiopeia is saying that they sing the harmonics of the universe. And in the human ear, you can't hear it because it is high frequency. And that's why, in order to hear the music of the angels, you've got to raise your vibration really high to be able to even feel that energy. And the Elohim are constantly channeling all the sound frequency down to the earth. Okay, next message. Child of the cosmos. It says the intelligence of the universe lies within us. This is where we're at, guys. This is what this video has been. It's not even giving you new information. It's just reminding us all that we have all this innate wisdom in us. We are a child of the universe. We have come here to experience life in our 3D reality and beyond. And we're here to integrate all this higher knowledge and wisdom into our everyday life. And when we start understanding that we need to meet ourselves at the frequency we're at and start using the tools that we've been given, the understanding, the knowledge, the wisdom, tap into it. So end of this video, I'm going to do a meditation with music to just help you tap into sound frequency, sound healing. So we'll do that soon. The next the last card actually, and a very important message: star bathing, light body crystal grid transmission activation. This card is saying that we really need to start star bathing. So that means getting images of our star systems, sitting under the stars and letting the frequencies of the stars reactivate us, remind us of our lineage, of our star family. We all have star family one way or another. We all connected to the stars because the star seeds have been on the earth since the beginning of time, so there's no differentiation. Our light body is being activated. Our subtle energies in our body are becoming less dense. We are rising. Our frequencies are rising. We require more harmonics. We require more harmony within our bodies. That is the big message. So if you have a chance in summer in the southern hemisphere, sitting under the stars, having a star bath. Right, that's the lower. So the dragons wanted to come as well. The dragons are here to kind of help humanity lift the density, and they actually really understand sound therapy, sound harmonics. They watch over humanity as guardians, and they just kind of want to put their 2 cents in because they felt guided that they really wanted to give us 3 messages that are really important for us right now, tied into the subject. The first subject is the water dragon. So helps you flow easily around obstacles, go with the flow. So the water dragon is talking about the importance of harmonics with water. So if you are a vibrational being, you need to have enough water in your body. So if you are dehydrated, your cells aren't able to vibrate as high of a frequency as they can. So light and water frequencies are really important for your body. Sound therapy helps to raise the vibration of your cells within the water of your body. Does that make sense? The water dragon is saying that it's all about flow. So when we are looking at stuff throughout childhood, it's about releasing those traumas, is by cleansing and purifying, not just on a light frequency but also on a sound frequency, moving the density out on a vibrational level, because when it's stuck it becomes a low frequency or low density. You can't, with emotions, you need to use a form of therapy that loosens it up. So sound frequency is excellent in shaking it up so that you're able to break it down, because it literally becomes solid. Like it can come into fruition as cancer, ailments, asthma, anything like that, any physical ailment. It's because it's become very dense in the 3D reality. So sound frequencies helps to kind of start that healing on a deep cellular level. So that's what the water dragon wants to talk about. Very smart dragon, eh? Next dragon is the source dragon. The source dragon is the ultimate dragon that stands now next to the Elohim. And it says, attunes you to the infinite. Be still, and in silence magic can happen. Be in the moment. Powerful message, guys. Silence. Silence from the source dragon. I'm hearing silence is key. Because silence is the ultimate version of the purest version of source. To get there, you need to raise your vibration, but also sit in silence, like connect into the divine source, like ask to be shown the highest frequencies that you can understand and feel in your body, because the highest frequencies are felt by the soul. They're not understood by the body, but bringing that connection back and holding it within yourself with silence is powerful. So that's the source dragon. And that he's also saying that we all hold a certain sound or frequency. So when we are vibrating, we all hold our own frequency, our own special song, heart song. So if you watch Happy Feet is about having your own heart song. It's so true. We have our own frequency. Our souls hold a certain frequency. So when we play in harmony, so this is the whole point of being here on earth, when we are in harmonic resonance, that means we work perfectly together in oneness. It means we're all vibrating at a similar level, and all of our different vibrational levels kind of go into this one stream of sound wave, and it's called harmonic resonance. And it means that we're resonating all around the same vibrations. So right now we've got all these different frequencies playing on the earth. So what we're trying to do is lift this lower density energy down here, raise it up so we start playing our own vibrations, our own tunes, our own heart songs. So also a beautiful Earth Angel Matty Spatnik from America. Peaceful warrior, died at age 10. I've talked about him a long time ago, but he talked about the heart song, and he had a form of muscular dystrophy, and he died at age 12. And I still follow his mother on Facebook. She's still alive. But anyway, the point of him, he was also saying that God gives us our own heart song, own individual heart song. So if we are able to get in alignment with our heart song, our resonance, our own frequency of our soul, so it's like a tuning fork, our soul has its own gong, if you can hear. So that might be my soul, that might be another soul, that might be another soul. So hear the density. So if you're dense, that's what you hear. If you're high, notice the difference in tones and gongs. And if you do this, that's even a higher frequency again. So we all hold our own heart song or frequency. So if we're playing it, say we were playing all these instruments together, they would sound out of harmony because you've got one that is less, that's more dense. So if you were to try and get all these instruments, we all played our own song or frequency to get them in harmonic resonance, you'd need to get this density higher. And we all play our different tunes. So using sound therapy, crystal therapy is a way of raising our heart songs. And Maddie, actually Maddie's connecting with me now. He really wants everybody to know that we are children at heart. We all have our own heart song, which God gave us as a beautiful gift of just recognizing that we have our own divine worth, but it's accepting that we have our own divine spark, our divine frequency, our own divine song. And when you start to get in alignment with yourself, you start to realize that you're here for a reason. You start to play this music to other people, or light codes, that you're just open and happy with standing in your light. It's almost like most enlightened beings play this frequency, this love frequency or love sound wave. So the more higher up you go, the more that your sound waves go faster and faster. So it means people around you start to feel the frequency of love. That's why ascended masters, angelic beings, they vibrate so fast that the sound waves that they are sending out, the light frequencies they are sending out, are so pure. That is why you feel this great joy and great connection. That's why on Earth we're needing to raise our game and start vibrating at a higher level, because the more we're able to start working with our light bodies, so looking at what we're eating, how we're moving our bodies, how we're treating our bodies. So using our bodies, example, as a temple, using ourselves as a 3D temple and saying, how are we going to bring more resonance within our body? Higher frequencies, like downloading those understandings from past lives. The Merkaba is a beautiful shape of Metatron's. If you never work with Archangel Metatron is the Archangel of Ascension as well, and he works with Cypress Bay around working with geometric shapes. So geometric shapes is within nature, but also used in sound therapy. So placing yourself in a geometric shape, visualizing yourself, will help you to bring about this powerful kind of chamber of light that you can recreate within your body. Also, there are around the world, like America, England, I've seen places where you can get into Merkabas and actually have sound therapy, so that would be amazing. And yeah, that's all I want to say. So we're just going to dive into this, and then we're going to tune into a meditation after this. To end with a meditation, the guided meditation, where you get to experience sound therapy. And we'll just see what the angels do anyway. Final messages, please. First message, adventure. So we're opening up to our divine truth now, that we hold the key. We are our own healers. We are our own heart. We don't ever give your power away. See this key? We hold the key to our bodies. We hold the key to our minds, the key to our hearts. We are the ones that hold, and this is a big adventure. This is about going within. So see this little girl holding the key, going within. And it says innocence, play, and discovery. This is all about rediscovery. Play with sound therapy. Play with different frequencies. See what resonates with you. YouTube has so many frequencies, hertz, kind of music around vibrational, the different hertz. around your heart, your base, your sacral chakra. Listening to those before you go to sleep, really great at raising your frequencies of your organs. Playing instruments on your body, so being near a gong or playing music, like anything with sound frequency. So have fun with it, they're saying, like play around with it. Next card please. One more. Higher perspective. So we've got here the cosmos awakening in unity. This is the higher perspective. This is us realigning to our stars. All this knowledge, wisdom that's coming forth, it's just reminding us that we hold it within us. We hold the keys within us. The keys for healing, the keys for integration. We're going to need to get smarter around our bodies. We've got so much innate wisdom within our bodies. Our bodies know how to regenerate. We just need to support our body. That's what Spirit is saying. Supporting our body to do what it naturally knows how to do. We can fix ourselves. You know, there are things in our body that are diseased or out of alignment due to emotional blocks or physical blocks or spiritual blocks. We have all this understanding. One more card and then we'll get into a meditation. Meditate. One message, please. Empowerment. Yes, this is all about empowerment. We're standing in our power now. This is about the whole message of this video is empower yourself. Start to delve into sound therapy, sound frequency, sound resonance. Make it a norm. Like get used to just starting to rely on sound therapy. If it resonates with you, crystals, like everything is frequency. This is about empowerment, holding our sword of truth, owning it. Michael wants us to wake up. Come on, guys. Like, we know how to do this. We've done it before, many civilizations. We have the strength to do it. We have the stamina, but to stay grounded as well. So you want this to work in our everyday life. Play music in the background. Play frequencies. I also use sound therapy with my house. So I white sage it. Then I use gongs and bells and singing bowls to raise the vibration because it works. Because when you're living in your home around people that may be heavy and tired, they leave their energy around in the house, so using white sage to clear the energy and raise the vibration using sound therapy, sound frequency, sound resonance, empowerment. Okay, we're going to get into a meditation now, so I'm just going to put some music on down here, and then I'm going to guide you through a healing therapy with sound. I don't know if you could hear that. Play some music in the background. Okay, hopefully you can hear this. Right. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and we're going to set a purpose. So our purpose today is to connect into the great silence of the great cosmos, the great mother, the great womb of light. To call in our star family and ancestors to take us to the stars, to help us to reconnect with the silence, with this beautiful harmonics and sound of the universe. So we now call in Commander Ashtar and our galactic friends, and also the Palladian energy and Elohim Cassiopeia. So just take 3 deep breaths in your own time. And surround yourself with a peaceful white light. So we now call in above us a beautiful diamond white light coming down and surrounding us in the highest frequencies of light. And just feeling the resonance of this beautiful white light, not just feeling into the color, but feeling its frequency. So feeling this diamond white light coming down and surrounding you in a bubble of pure white light. Now feel into the frequency and vibration of the gold Christ consciousness, bringing it down, touching your crown, your third eye, your heart, your throat, going through and just bringing in the frequencies of the highest Christ consciousness, the vibration. And now just bring in the light codes of the pink ray, the green, the yellow, the orange, the purples, whatever color you feel. Bring it down now and surround yourself in the resonance of that frequency, feeling the harmonics of that frequency, not just the color but also the sound. We now call in the violet flame to blaze through us, to bring in the frequency of forgiveness, grace, higher energy, higher knowing. And we align ourselves to our truth, that we are of the cosmos, we are a star child, we are empowered. So we now ask Commander Ashtar and Archangel Metatron to place us in a Merkaba of pure light, to take us to the stars. So as you feel the star being placed around you, you feel so safe and so secure. And we now ask your team of light to individually join you, to go up into the spheres. And so just feel your frequency rise as you rise out of your body and go beyond your house, above the clouds, going up above the earth and hovering. And then you're taken further up through the stars, you're taken through the Palladian constellation, the Arcturians, going through all the different star systems till you come to this one pure source of light. And you're taken into this beautiful, brilliant white light. And this doorway opens up for you and you hover within this white light and you just feel this connection of peace and serenity and relaxation. And you now open yourselves to receiving the healing frequencies and the healing energies of the Elohim. So open your heart, place your hands over your heart, and now welcome in the energy of the Elohim, singing their praises, their frequencies, their highest frequencies that you cannot hear by your ears but you can feel in your being. And just sit here for a while until I bring you back and just receive this healing therapy, healing sound. Also, if you'd like to, visualize yourself in a body of pure, liquid water light pouring over you, and you just bathing in this beautiful frequency of light and sound of the universe. Your ascended masters appear to you on the side, and they help you and stand next to you as you receive the light frequencies of all the different light frequencies for your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. You now receive all this sound light therapy from the cosmos, and you understand that this creates balance and harmony and peace. So I'll let you just sit here now and receive this. So now feeling into the energy of your mind, body and spirit, just feel the sound waves of the higher Elohim bringing about harmonics and homeostasis in your body, your mind, your spirit, bringing you back into alignment with Source. And just feel yourself now in a beautiful pyramid of light. So feel a pyramid being built around you, like one of the pyramids of Giza. Feel this pyramid being placed around yourself now, and feel the harmonics and the sound resonate within your body, and feel these healing frequencies, the integrative therapies helping to realign you. And now feel the being placed within your throat center, highlighting your throat, bringing in more clarity and understanding. And we now hear the sound. Om. If you want to, you can join me, taking in a deep breath. Taking in another deep breath in and breathing out Om. Just letting the Om vibrate within your throat center and within your heart, your third eye, your crown. Now be open to receiving these sound therapies as I played them. Now open your heart, and we now give thanks to the Ilihim for inviting us in. And Ilihim Kasnapia stands next to you and says that anytime you wish to work with her in regards to sound therapy, sound frequency, sound resonance, please connect into her energy. She now places a cloak of light around you, and you now step out of this water of light and you step back into the Mekraba. And you're taken back out of the higher spheres, down through the different star systems, hovering above the earth, just sitting there in this appreciation and gratitude. Just feeling the universe play its vibration, its frequency, its sound. Then as you sit there in the Mekraba, Archangel Metatron wants you to become aware of your heart song within your heart center. He wants you to really connect into your truth of who you are. Start remembering that you have your own heart song to play to the world, that they need your heart song in order to bring harmony to the earth. Like a big orchestra, we all need to play our own tune. We need to tap into that divine innate light and vibration and frequency. So now this is going to be revealed to you over the next coming weeks. You're going to start to listen to your heart song, listen to your vibration, finding out who you are on a like frequency level. You've been lit up and Metatron is proud of you. So now visualize yourself coming through the clouds, hovering above in the clouds, and just moving your way back to denser environment, bringing all that energy back into your body. And just feeling your body accepting this new frequency, accepting it into your organs and your cells on a deep cellular level. Just receiving, being open to receiving. And just let these new sound frequencies anchor into your being, that light, that frequency of the stars. And just take 3 deep breaths. Just bringing yourself back. Oh, gosh, sorry. That sound is when you come back. So just bringing yourself back, placing your hands on your knees, grounding into the moment, really important, opening your eyes. So just grounding, I'm now 100% present here now. I am present in this moment, in my body. Grounding this new frequency or sound vibration into our bodies, into our earth, start anchoring it. We've got to anchor these new light codes, these new light frequencies into the earth to bring about harmony. So I'm going to end with some final messages from the stars. 3 messages for us to just help us along our path. And I bring in the magic of flowers, because flowers also vibrate at a high frequency. Oh, our first one, which is interesting, is a geranium. So the geranium frequency, I'm going to read the message for the geranium, and I'm going to read the message because they want me to read the message. So geranium, beautiful picture actually, GGG. Because also remember, our chakras are wheels of light. They're like flowers, so they are very receptive to light frequencies, light codes, sound therapy. So like flowers open up and close down with the light and the dark. So our chakras are like, they open up to higher frequencies and they don't like lower frequencies. So lower frequencies get stuck in these vortexes of light we call chakras. So that's why sound helps to move stuff out or detox. So, geranium, it's called resilience. Okay, take a moment to consider the geranium's potent, healing, vitalizing scent, vibrationally colored leaves and flowers. This is precisely the energy that you've been called upon to embody right now. Just like a geranium, you can be precious, sensitive, magical self while also being extremely hearty and resilient. No matter what you are presently experiencing, you can survive. Flourish and emerge stronger and with more wisdom, understanding that life experience that otherwise you would have. Like a girl in the image, imagine yourself surrounded with vibrant geraniums and strongly supported by a sturdy tree. Feel the sacred ground beneath you, your feet nourishing you, supporting you and providing you with sturdiness and grounding that you need. Indeed, you are never alone. As a priest or priestess on earth, you have tremendous support, Gaia and all her children with whom she is one, lovingly and faithfully surrounding you always. The messages are: be strong, know that you'll make it through, allow yourself to receive strength and support from other people and the earth. Trust that you will be healed, move forward bravely and actively bring about the outcome you desire. Remember, you are powerful and consciously aligned with the earth. The geranium wants to support you. So if you feel connected to the geranium, really good to bring into your awareness. And it is about anchoring, what I'm hearing is anchoring the sound frequencies into the earth. We've been asked to ground. So if you look at that picture, she's working with the tree to anchor. So stay grounded. And I'm hearing trees also are really vital. They also create this harmony within the world, not just energetically, but frequency as well. I know that the trees provide like a stable kind of frequency, a grounding frequency. That's why when your body, you sit next to a tree, it also helps your body to resonate at a more grounded level. So it's all about sound and light frequencies, vibration. Okay, next one. Next message that you want us to know. Okay. Lilac. Beautiful picture, lilac, the stars. She's got the stars on her clothes. So I'll just read the message. It almost looks like the Seven Sisters actually. Lilac. Right, so lilac's mystical energy reminds us that we dwell on the border of between seen and unseen, known and unknown. From this place where illusionary veil of duality is thin, all healing and wisdom is available to you and only awaits your recognition. If, like a woman on the card, you take the moment to relax and attune into your body and energy centers located in the middle of your third eye, which is in the center of your forehead, you will find the answer that you seek. You may very well already heard your intuition, and this card is a validation. So the messages are: you are hearing your intuition. Take the moment to tune into the mind, body and spirit. Relax deeply and consult with your vast inner knowledge. You know what to do. Acknowledge that while we live in a world characterized by the appearance of duality, interconnected and holistic oneness is the truth behind illusion. Consistently check in with this awareness and let your life conditions naturally align with and be guided by divine orchestration. That's lilac. Last message for us, please. The iris. The iris. And we've got heaps of water in the background. Right. Just trying to go through the alphabet. Iris. Oh, it's all about magic. Right, iris. The time is right to adjust and attend to the finer details, like pure water, sunlight shining through droplets of water to sort and balance the rays into appearance of a rainbow, or like a tuning fork helping instruments find their ideal resonance. Become conscious of subtle energies at work and then sort and balance them in a more harmoniously beautiful arrangement. How perfect is this card for the last message? So it appears that a situation at hand does not require a major overhaul, but rather one of more subtle shifts. This might entail a small change in your health care or eating habits, clearing a small amount of clutter, rearranging your home, or taking more naps. Exercising, self-love. Although you might be craving a larger shift, be assured that small changes in the present never fail to bring about large changes. This card also signifies energy healing. It might be time for you to receive an alternative therapy such as Reiki, acupuncture, or any kind of sound therapy. So what it is asking you today is take subtle action rather than obvious over-the-top action. Fine-tune your plans and preparation. Tie up loose ends. This is the final message from Spirit. It's all about frequency. It's about harmonics, creating harmony within your world. So see in this picture, she is in a state of joy. That's a sound frequency. That's a vibration. What has she done to get to that place? What does she need to do? Because it's all about empowerment. So what can you do to empower yourself, to get in harmony with yourself, to listen to your heart song? It's like she's found herself. She's looking up to Source. She's found her higher calling, her higher being. Because when you're in alignment, when you're in alignment, your frequencies are aligned. So it means that even though you're having a hard day on the physical plane, you're able to channel through your higher I am frequencies, or sound waves, or light codes. It means that things can pass and help bring ease to your world. But if you're in disharmony, so if your body's dense, it has other things going on, when the light flows through you, it's going to be very fragmented, very segregated, very on and off. So the more you're able to purify your light body on the earth, the more that the light and sound frequencies can come down with ease. So it means you become in more resonance with yourself. You resonate with your higher frequencies, because we move up and down depending on what's going on in our world. And we're here to practice as well. So don't think you've got to get it all right the first time. Ascended Masters didn't ascend on their first lifetime. It took them thousands of lifetimes to become Ascended Masters. Remember that. So I'm going to end with Joan of Arc. I was kind of wondering what she's doing in this video. But it's to do with speaking your truth. So it says, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So this video is ending with an empowering energy. Joan of Arc. She stood for her truth. She spoke her truth. So to do with sound therapy as well, we need to also remember that healing also requires us speaking our truth. So a lot of us, our throat chakras are being highlighted in the next couple of weeks in regards to speaking our truth. With the energy of Mercury in retrograde, it's not the best time to speak your truth, in the sense of if there's something huge going on, watch and wait. When the retrograde is over, pick the right time to speak. Sometimes you've just got to speak your truth to heal your life, to heal parts of your life, to bring in more integration. And this is talking about relationships, but also yourself. Take the time to listen to your own inner voice, because it's all frequency. If you stuff down your own inner voice, it actually creates discord. It can create cancers. It can create thyroid problems. It can come in from past lives, the fear of persecution. Because remember, our voice is a tool. Our voice is an instrument. And Joan of Arc is saying, if you want to work with your throat chakra, call her in, because she's got no qualms in teaching you how to speak your truth. Joan of Arc, one strong lady, and the divine feminine. So the feminine is getting their voice heard, and this is the rebalancing of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And this video today was all about empowerment and tuning into our innate wisdom. The other Ascended Master we've got here is Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. And he says, you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So all this information should not be new to you. It will start to remind you of all the innate wisdom that you already have. And remember that everything is vibration, he's saying. So if you can teach other people that, if you can bring awareness to other children as well, that everything is frequency, that everything becomes manifestation from frequency, from what you say, what you do. It's also from what you don't say, because if you're feeling a certain emotion, remember it's an energy, so everything is energy as well. So if you can change that energy into a higher frequency, then you're able to manifest more blessings in your world, more miracles that can come in from you changing your tune, because it's all about your frequency and the tune you're setting out into the world, like a tuning fork. What are you resonating into the universe? So are you resonating all this density, and what you're going to get back is the same thing. If you're able to vibrate higher and start clearing things, the density with therapies, with whatever you may require, a doctor, counseling, Reiki, starting to do things within the body, being aware of the body, you can vibrate higher. So it means you attract more things that are similar. So it's law of attraction, law of frequency. They want you to remember that this is all innate in us. We already know all this information. So Kuthmi is saying, call them in if you want to bring in this infinite wisdom and knowledge. I think that's all I've got to say about the subject. I hope this has served well. Please leave in the comment section if you enjoyed it or not, what you got out of this. I feel I'm going to be doing more of these videos where it's around just remembering all this innate wisdom. And Spirit want to say thank you for coming in and listening, and just reminding yourself that you are an empowered light being, that this is going to unlock it within you, stuff that you already know. This, even if you haven't been down the path of sound therapy, you will start to get interested in it, because we all are going to move towards this kind of way of being now, which it's all about higher frequencies, higher sound therapies. So love and light to you all. I am all that I am. I am appreciative that you are here today. I am grateful to Spirit, and I wish to close down the energy of this group and just send it out with love and frequency and high vibration, and so it is. So namaste, and take care. Bye.